Kensil culture, puppets, props, puns, podcasts.
Hey, once again, welcome to Kensil Culture, and we like to call this little segment Grab Bag Mini Movie Reviews. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can tell by the empty shelves here that we have just been stuffing a bag filled with DVDs and VHSs.
And VHSs, DVDs, and people only come into our store here to use that bathroom there. That one's broken.
That's not a real bathroom, John.
Ooh.
Okay, go in the sink like everybody else. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start our little segment here by taking out, yes, here it is, the grab bag. Yes, it is filled, you can see, with
Old ladies'
DVDs.
drawers. Now, what's in the bag?
Oh, what's in the bag? Movies, okay? DVDs, VHSs, and we're going to pick one at a time and give it a mini movie review.
Can I pick
And John, since it's called Kensil Culture, you go first.
I'm not looking.
Look, he's not cheating. He cheated last time, I think. You know, I'm not the...
Oh, the greatest thing ever. The Mama's Family box set. Right there. Mama's Family.
Don't tell me you have a Mama's Family doll, okay? You had an Alf doll last week,
I have
okay?
it in my bed.
Okay.
But Mama's Family was a spinoff from the Carol Burnett Show.
The Carol Burnett Show, and it was always so crazy to me. Like, she was like Carol Burnett's mini-me, okay? That's what I always felt, that Carol Burnett was just grooming her to take over when...
Played by Vicki Lawrence. And she had a hit song with The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia in 1975. That was the night the lights went out in Georgia.
She actually
that's
had that.
her,
Was
yeah.
that Burns and... we don't know.
But, yes.
Occasionally funny. She was funny at times. And, and she lived up to her reputation. You know, when she started out, you thought she was going to be a clone, but she was pretty independent and had some good lines.
She still does this character today. No, it's really weird too. Now it's memorable, like people know of it, but when this sketch was on Carol Burnett Show, it was a dark dramedy, like sad things happening, like the alcoholism and fighting and screaming, and it was kind of like. A lot of the famous sketches you remember from this one, like where Tim Conway makes them all crack up. Well, if you see the original sketch, it's sad. It's very sad. Characters like get divorced, they drink. It's just not. So anyway, they spun it off into a syndicated show in the 80s, and it was on for several years with her, Ken Berry, and Rue McClanahan before she had on the Golden Girls. It was real popular, but I think it's one of the worst shows I've ever seen. It's just awful. It's one of the worst. And it's produced by Carol Burnett's ex-husband, Hamilton. It's awful.
I don't remember the sitcom so much, but I do remember her on Carol Burnett. And so we're going to have to say, for Carol Burnett, we'll give it one empty shelf, okay? And right over there, here's Mama's Family, okay? Check it out at all venues and...
I'm going to take that and place it in a very nice place, the garbage disposal. Now,
you are so mean. You are so mean.
Is it mine?
Nice thing. Nice. What a show. It is now.
I used that fly swatter to beat that DVD back in the hell it came from. From whence it came.
John, now it's my turn, okay? You're supposed to turn it around and let me pick it, okay? Turn around so I don't know where things are.
All right.
Because we are, if anything, we are fair and square, all right? Except to Mama's house. Okay, Mama's Family. Okay. Here, I'm going to take this one. I feel like busting loose. Busting loose. Busting loose. I feel like busting loose. Okay. Bustin' Loose with Richard Pryor. Okay, I probably have seen it, but it was more when Richard tried to go family oriented. You know, it's so hard to take him as just the sweet guy that he tries to play in a couple of his movies. because if you saw his stand-up, and we all saw his stand-up first, he was the guy. You know, he was funny all the time. He was mean, and he would give his opinion, and he right out there. But when he did, the kid movies, you know, he was funny, and he was funny in Silver Streak, and
I think he plays like a ne'er-do-well who helps a bunch of inner city school kids straighten themselves out. I think he takes them on a trip, but they try to jazz up the box for this. This looks like what do you call it, old school, that red writing on there, and they're all wacky in the back.
Yeah,
it's awful. You can't, if you try and watch today, you might as well drink Drano.
Well, Richard Pryor, he was a perfect comedian for a long time, and everybody respected him. He had trials and tribulations in his life. Okay, that's why sometimes you look at fame and you think, I would have been freebasing if I had the money back then. You know, I would have been chasing Marlon Brando around.
I'd have a big limit-sized pool filled with Oogie puppets. But I don't know. I can't watch this movie today.
No, and it's sort of going against type. Okay, we love the actor, we hate the movie. Okay, and that has been our Grab Bag mini movie reviews.